So our next presenter is Diane Moran. Diane Moran is a visual artist born in Vancouver, now residing in Port Coquitlam. Diane has independently coordinated local and international art initiatives, exchanges, and book projects connecting kids and communities after natural disasters. Her healing art efforts began in 2005 after Hurricane Katrina and continue today. She is a listed artist in the Art Starts program in BC schools. Her latest artistic efforts include nature photography and facilitating art workshops and projects. These cover topics such as water and salmon conservation, as well as mental health awareness, using art as the delivery to make changes and support people through the creative process. Before Diane comes on, she wanted to warn us. Her presentation may cause extreme emotion for presenters and audience. Please welcome to the stage Diane Moran.
Images have impact. We are exposed to them every day. How we choose to react to those impacts is up to us. After seeing the devastating images of Katrina, I chose to react by creating a t-shirt, of all things, called Canada Cares Hands of Help. At that time, it was also when I received the call to use art as a means to heal, help, and inspire in times of adversity. As you can see, there are also some banners up there, and those were painted by students from Second Street Community School in Burnaby, and also other individuals that were involved in the project. I connected with many, and through the power of process and the guidance of the universe, I also connected with artist Joanne Moran from New Haven, Connecticut. No, we're not related. There was not even a correlation to the Hands of Help, but what really happened when we were on the ground is our hands helped. Over 150 banners were distributed. We went person to person, trailer to trailer. We traveled and we reached out as artists. It was an amazing opportunity, one that I will never forget, one that still impacts me today, just speaking about it in front of you. There were so many other individuals that were also on the ground doing a lot of work. This is a team of individuals that were there, and you have to understand this was a year and a half after Hurricane Katrina. So each banner also had a hand-written note that was from the artist that created the piece. But the whole theme around it was just a matter of reaching out, giving back, and sharing stories. The students that I connected with, it was amazing because I had kids in Burnaby that were actually pen paling with students down in Burnaby from New Orleans. And so it was really an amazing opportunity. But then, of course, you know, years passed and other hurricanes happened. Sadly, this is a trend that is happening on a regular basis. And once again, I opted to reach out with art, and students again corresponded. But I planted some ideas called Seeds of Support. These ideas were seeds of compassion, encouraging art. And I worked with local students here at Terry Fox and also Westwood Elementary School. So the students created their own designs based on the theme of Seeds of Support. It was really interesting to see some of the letters and correspondence that happened. As you can see, individuals from New York obviously feel that we have flowers growing on the tops of our mountains, and that, of course, Canada and the US in some ways are similar, but definitely different. And this is one of the Canadian students. As you can see, it's very sunny, but it's also raining at the same time. It really is a great way of growing trees and, you know, producing the idea of peace and the concept of love. One of the things that I noticed with a lot of the artwork that happens, it's very powerful. And the school that I reached out to in Brooklyn after Hurricane Sandy, each of the classes received banners. And again, to me, it was really important that the artists had an opportunity to relay a message. And so it was up to them to decide. Again, that whole togetherness of using art as a means to heal, help, and inspire was just a fantastic process. And as an artist, what I like to do as well is just encourage students and young people to know that, you know what, their contribution can really make a difference. I also had the opportunity, as I found ways to raise funds, shipping books, goods, and gear. I also planned my vacation to visit that year. With partner beside me, letters in tow, we left for New York. Many reasons to go, connecting kids and community, a blessing beyond words. The banners, again, were delivered to each of the students that were pen paling with the kids here in Port Coquitlam. And I had an opportunity to also connect with an artist who I said, look, you know, I'm heading down to New York and I'm working with some students and we're also going to have a garden. Would you be interested in creating a sign? And as the sign says, friendship grows from BC to Brooklyn. I still to this day keep in touch with those individuals, and it's just something that's unbelievable. But you know what? Images have impact, and rivers rise. I learned of a school in need of a prize. So I tapped my resources and created a campaign. Art from the Heart is resurrected again, providing help this time for High River. I really felt it was necessary to at least tap into my own resources. The letters that these children wrote, they created so many, approximately 465 letters with the image on the back were delivered to a school in High River, Alberta. What I did also too is I raised a lot of awareness and I collected books and I began loading and loading my car. And as you can see, it was now full. Pounds of books, goods, and gear were on their way. They were ready to ride, and finally they arrived. Kids care, it is easily said. We must speak from our hearts and not just our heads. This was a letter that was written for families after Oso, Washington. So as you can see, even though this whole program started through a campaign of a t-shirt, because I wanted to reach out. But I also want each and every one of you to know that you must be artfully aware and to be the change that you see in this world and to recognize one person can make a difference, but when a community comes together, it makes a world of difference. Thank you.